Unless you live under a rock with no cell, cable, or internet service, you've probably heard about the Hellcat by now. It's the top dog of the 2015 Dodge Challenger family and packs a 6.2-liter supercharged V8 that makes 707 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque. Much has been said about the power, sound, and fury of the Hellcat, and most of it is true. Happiness is just a throttle stab away. A little pressure from my right foot is all it takes to launch this car forward in a symphony that's a powerful drug. Hear it once and you're hooked, forever chasing that auditory euphoric high. I'm still not sure what sounds better, the bellowing exhaust note or the supercharger whine. Challenger is a big, heavy car. With the 6-speed manual like I have, it weighs in at 4,449 pounds. That isn't exactly the ideal weight for a performance car. So to help compensate all this weight, Dodge has given it wide 275mm tires at all 4 corners. Now, I've been lucky enough to have some time with this car on a track, and I must say, it handles pretty well for its size. The Hellcat comes with SRT drive modes. Now this lets you program things like suspension, engine, transmission if you have the automatic, as well as the traction control. When in track mode, it allows you to push this car to its limits and even slide it out a bit. But if things get out of hand, it will be there to catch you and bring all the fun back in before you get yourself into a lot of trouble. The first time I took this car on the track, it was pouring rain, and as luck would have it, I've also driven the Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 and the Ford Shelby GT500 Mustang on the track in the rain. And I have to say, Dodge has taken the best of both cars. It has all the sound and fury of the GT500 while having the electronic customization and sophistication of the Camaro. I'd have to say the way it drives fits in between the two. It's not quite as controllable as the Chevy, but it's far more controllable than that Mustang. Still, the Challenger doesn't really feel at home on the racetrack. The steering is a little loose at high speeds, and despite the adjustable dampers and the super grabby big Brembo brakes, you always feel the car's weight, and it feels like it's being pushed a little harder than I'd like to most of the time. Where this car is really at home though is here on the drag strip. Conditions obviously are not ideal today as it's too cold for the summer tires, it's wet, and the strip has been closed for the season for some time, so it's not ideally prepared. According to the car's computer, my best 0 to 60 mph time is a sad 4.6 seconds. But once the Charger finally hooks up in 3rd gear, it clips the quarter mile at an impressive trap speed of 117 mph. If I wasn't spinning through 1st, 2nd, and 3rd gear, I would figure this car would be much quicker. I also wish the strip was longer as I want to see what kind of ludicrous speed I can obtain in a half mile or even a full mile. To think that all this power and performance is available for less than $61,000 is almost frightening. The 2015 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat is the most pure, no excuses muscle car ever produced. Forget about all those icons from the 60s and 70s. This car beats them in every single performance category while retaining the style and sound of a true tire-shredding V8, red-blooded, all-American ass-kicking machine.